Hi guys. Okay, I hate doing selfie videos, but here goes. Um, so I've been nominated as chairperson for Gransha Riding Club, which I joined the committee just recently. I love riding club. I've been going to riding club for a few years. Toby loves riding club, and we get a lot out of it. But I joined committee because I guess I see a few issues with riding club as it is, and I wanted to be part of a change. Um, at the minute, events are underrepresented. We don't have a good active membership coming to events, and as somebody that uses the club, there's things about club that I don't think are great and could be run better. But also, I have like a real deep seated need for the club to keep going. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant opportunity to get horses out, kids out in the winter in an indoor. It's fantastic. The crack's great, and I love the people. So I suppose I want to be part of making the club into something better and something like it used to be, like I remember it being whenever I was much younger. Few problems that I see with clubs at the minute would be one, the kind of lack of people coming to events. So you go to a show and there's hardly anybody there. There's no competition. It has an effect on the atmosphere, and yeah, it's just not cool. It could be better. Another challenge is around organisation and management. Quite often there's not a great course built. It could be better. Gransha has fantastic facilities and fantastic courses, and if we had a more active membership and more money coming into the club, then we could actually pay to have a really good course built for us to jump around every week. Um, Training, I think, is a bit all over the place. We've great coaches here, and we're surrounded by fantastic coaches for dressage and show jumping, eventing, showing, and I would really love a really robust training schedule where we could actually get trainers in that were coaching people towards teams and team competitions. Toby and I have competed at the Riding Club Championships in dressage, and we did it 2 years in a row and had an absolute blast. And I think it was epic. And we have fantastic riders, fantastic amateurs everywhere that would be brilliant team members. So, like, let's get them to club, and let's get teams together and represent Gransha Riding Club at team competitions. And there's even a chance to go to England to compete overseas, and that would just be like really cool and loads of good fun. And that's what riding clubs should be about. We've got really good junior membership now, loads of kids coming up, and do you know what? They've great energy and they're so easy pleased. So it'd be good to do some fun events for the kids, games perhaps. The dog show worked really well, it's really popular. Use our membership as well to do like charity events and fundraising. And get people involved. And it'd be really cool to do cross riding club events where we team up with other riding clubs or compete against them. I think at the minute one of the big issues is we're trying things and the club's been trying things and they're not always paying off. So my question would be, what do our members really want? And I would suggest that if I was chairman, I would want to actually survey everybody that's in the club presently and all our past members. I would like to survey members of other clubs in Northern Ireland and in the UK and find out what works, what doesn't work, and learn from them, but also really embed our members' ideas in what we're doing every day. So it's not a couple of people on committee deciding, I think this would be great. It's actually asking the members, what do you want? And then, making that happen, So a wee bit about me. Started off life as an accountant, very boring, absolutely hated it, and went in to set up a charity in mental health. I now have set up and run two charitable organisations, and we have around 60 staff. As a director, I also sit on the board of another charity, that's another one, but my background has been working in the charitable sector for about 10 years, so as part of that I would be writing funding applications, doing all the money management, managing staff, creating a team atmosphere, looking at training needs, looking at risk. And I think that's a big thing with club at the minute is risk assessments aren't being done. Looking at policies and procedures and making sure we're operating within those in terms of health and safety and first aid, and having designated first aid officers available at all our events and training activities. So yeah, Another thing that we would do an awful lot of, and I have a lot of experience, is in social media marketing and branding. And I think Gransha Riding Club's whole kind of image, public image, is a little bit dated. And I think it could do with being hauled into 2021 or 2025 even. I think we really need to look at branding and our social media presence. So instead of like firing out events, like talking to people, engaging with them, finding out what our members want and what people in our area are interested in, horsey folk, of which there's loads of us. So yeah, so I suppose I've been nominated for chair. I've thought about it, and I've thought about it, and it's a lot of hard work, and I am a busy person. But at the same time, I think I have a skill set to actually shake things up a bit and modernise them. Um, Work with like Adrian Stewart at Gransha, who has the most amazing facilities around our scheduling and how we create events that don't require, just a small handful of committee members going to set up each week. And I'm working with the great people around us to make the club a success. Another thing that's always challenging in any club or any committee or any board is personalities and how we all get along. And I don't think that that's something that we can be remiss of. We have to really focus on that and working as a team. So the chairman of a board is still, or a committee is still working as a committee member in a team, and I think it's so important that that ethos is really, really encouraged. So we all work together and we don't make decisions in isolation, and that actually that attitude filters down into our members and sort of camaraderie between members and crack, and hopefully into really good teams that are prepared and ready and could go to some of these championships and have some crack. Another thing that I think is really important, and it sounds really silly, but is prizes. So you guys are paying your membership and you're paying to come along to events each week. I used to love when you got or picked a rosette out of a hat, all the clear rounds, pick a rosette out, and if you got an X, you got a prize. Maybe it was a sweat scraper and a sponge, maybe it was a numna, who knows? But it was just cool, I think that attracts people to come to events, and I think that's something we really need to look at, prizes and starting to make people really proud of being a member of Gransha Riding Club instead of, oh, it's just riding club. Riding club's cool. In England, it's absolutely massive, and we have a really, really condensed horsey community here. So there's no reason why we can't have that success and that fun. So yeah, guess that's like it. These videos are awful, but that's a wee bit about me. I'm prepared to roll my sleeves up and give it 100% to pull Grad Riding Club into where I think it should be, a much more modern club, a much more member focused club, really well organised, really well run with fab events, fab facilities and fab coaches, and it's all completely doable. And if any of you have any questions, you can PM me. I'm Swanee Jane on Facebook. If anybody doesn't know, it's a very weird name, but somebody in Grand Dragon Club will put you in touch if you have any questions. And hopefully we'll see loads of you at, there's a wee message. Hopefully we'll see loads of you at the AGM tomorrow night. Thank you.